everyone, I am Monica from IELTS 9. So this is real IELTS exam reading. So you can read the name Grimm's Fairy Tales. Okay. So for the next 20 minutes, excluding my explanation, you are going to get knowledge about Grimm's Fairy Tales. Okay. So now I will not read anything here because it will be a wastage of time. Straight away I will go to the type of questions. I will look at the questions, what type of questions they have given, and definitely we will start reading from the questions only, not from the passage. So first type of question is yes, no, not given. I can see, and yes, no, not given question instructions are always same as it is true, false, not given. I can see from 27 to 32 they have given this, and next question is multiple choice question. There are three questions for multiple choice question. Yes, this is also time consuming. This is also time consuming, but here another type of question I have seen here: complete each sentence with correct ending. Now I am happy to get these kinds of questions because these questions are really helpful in getting in getting 7+ band scores, because with the help of these questions like list of people, list of countries, or list of events, or complete each sentence, so these are the incomplete sentence, we have to match with these options, correct endings. So without reading, without understanding so much of these questions, we can easily find the answer. So these are time saving questions in actual exam, I am telling you. So at the end you will be saying how I am finding questions, these questions answers easily. But first I will start my reading from first question, that is yes, no, not given. Side by side I will keep giving you IELTS reading tips and tricks. Please follow it. You can note it down. And one more thing, you can do practice with me because I will be showing you paragraph along with question also. Okay. So you can pause the screen till the time I am also finding the answer. Then you can match it. If you want any PDF, then please text me on my WhatsApp number. Okay. Yes, of course. Yes, no, not given. So let's do it. So how to do yes, no, no, not given question? First, as it is same true, false, not given, I will read the question statement. I will try to understand its meaning, and I will come out with this keywords. So Grimm brothers, I think everywhere we will get, but brothers may not be everywhere. So I am just taking it as a keyword. Grimm brothers believed that they would achieve international fame, international popularity. Okay, so I am giving you synonyms along with that. If they believe in the paragraph, if they believe that they would achieve, means in future they will achieve international fame, then it will be yes. If they don't believe, whether they if they don't believe, and if they believe only in their country only, here it is international. If some contradiction may be there, like it is international, maybe national or domestic word may be there. And if they are not talking whether they will achieve international fame or not, then it will be not given. So international fame or popularity and Grimm brothers. And finally, when we will get the location, then whether they believe this thing or not, answer depend here only. Okay, so first question, we will start looking for the location in the first paragraph. So this is my first paragraph. Okay, so we are looking for brothers. Brother word I can see, brothers Grimm. Jacob and this Wilhelm named their story collection Children's and Household Tales and published the first of its 7 edition in Germany. This the table of contents. So please speed up your reading skills. If you can read it fastly with some understanding, then it will be great for your IELTS band scores. The table of contents reads like this. These are names only. I will not give more attention. Drawn mostly from oral narratives. Okay, 210 stories in Die Germany's Grimm's collection represent an anthology of fairy tale and animal fables and this. So here I can't find this word, whether they believe about international fame or domestic fame. So we will go to next paragraph. Now I am at B paragraph, means second paragraph. First paragraph I couldn't find any correlation with this question. Such lasting fame. Fame word is here, same. See this? Now look at this fame word. Okay, such lasting fame would have shocked the humble Grims. So what was the lasting fame? Okay, so let's read this. So as we know, this fame was internationally according to them. So many stories they have given about it. Unveiled to this. Name the story. Published the first of its 7 edition in Germany. The table of content was this. Okay. So here such lasting fame. So everybody knows about their fairy tales, Snow White and all. That is more famous. So such lasting fame would have shocked. Now they are talking about in future tense, like here they are talking about in past some imagination about future, that is would have, that is modal verb. You should learn about the exact usage of this would have. In past, when we are talking about something that had not happened, that is modal verb would have. Shocked the humble Grims. During their lifetimes the collection sold modestly in Germany. At first only a few hundred copies a year. The early editions were not even aimed at children. Okay, the brothers initially refused to consider illustration scholarly footnotes themselves. Okay, Jacob and Well viewed themselves as patriotic folklorists, such as entertainer for of children. They began their work at time. Okay, here it is not given, but here this line says something. Such lasting fame would have shocked the humble Grims. It means they were not believing that they would achieve international fame. In past, writer is talking that such lasting fame would have shocked the humble Grims. So it is no. So they were not expecting any international popularity from those books. Okay. Grimm brothers were forced. Next question I am doing. Grimm brothers were forced to work in secret. If they were forced by any king, because during that time the king was there. Grimm brothers, if they were forced to work in secret, then definitely it will be yes. And if they were invited in honor to write something about the country and all, then it will be no. And if they are not talking whether they were forced to work in secret, or then not given. So brothers initially refused to consider illustrations for children and scholarly tasks. Jacob and this we have read. They began their work at a time when Germany had been overrun by the French under Napoleon. Now, who can force? Any emperor or king can force only, or higher authority, who were intent on suppressing local culture. Okay, as young workaholic scholars, single and sharing a cramped flat, and brother Grimm's undertook the fairy tale collection with the goal of serving the endangered oral tradition of Germany. So in this whole paragraph, you must have read this whole paragraph. They are not talking about any work. They were forced to work in secret. Okay. Now you can write this also. Okay, so there is no problem if you write NG, and if you write this NO full form, then please write not given in full form. Okay. 29th question. Some parents, now my keyword is today. Today also still think grim fairy tales are not suitable for children. Okay. If some parents today, in modern times we can get the word, if they are thinking that these fairy tales are suitable for children, then it will be no. If they are still thinking these tales are not suitable for children, then it will be yes. And if nothing is given about today's parents and what they think about these tales, then that will be not given. Okay, so this paragraph is done. Let's move to next paragraph. That's why I am requesting you, please do practice with me, and you can do subscription of my channel and press the hit the like button. Okay, so 19th century is there. Parents word is here. And religious figures, particularly in the United States, deplored the Grimm's collection for its raw uncivilized content. 19th century, of course, today also I can look at this word. So in this paragraph they have started talking about parents, and of course they are thinking that mm, uh, particularly in deplore the Grimm's collection for its raw, uncivilized content, offended adults, objected to gruesome punishment. Okay, in the original Snow White, the evil stepmother is forced to dance in red hot iron shoes until she falls down dead. Even today, some protective parents now, some parents today still think, okay, protective parents shy from the Grimm's talks. No, it is tales because of their reputation for violence. Some parents still think tales are not suitable for. It means it is yes. Still shy because they are not ready to give children these books because of reputation for violence. Okay. 30th, the first edition of Grimm's fairy tales sold more widely in England than in Germany. So this is comparison kind of thing. And first edition for these tales, and if they are talking, actually this should be not given, but yes, of course, we have to find the correct answer. If the first edition of these fairy tales sold more than in England than in Germany, then it will be yes. And opposite thing will be there. If more sold in Germany than England, then it will be no. Okay. And if there is no comparison between Germany and England, then definitely it will be not given. Yes. Okay. So next paragraph we will go. Next, despite its sometimes rocky reception, children and household tales gradually took root with the public. The brothers, despite rocky reception, children and household tales gradually took root with the public. Here means more popularity. The brothers had not foreseen that the serious appearance of their work would coincide with a great flowering of children's literature in Europe. Okay, now these books have come to Europe. English publisher. English publisher means, yes, English publisher means England. Okay, so they are talking about England here. So led the way, issuing high quality picture books such as Jack and Beanstalk and handsome folktale collections, all to satisfy a newly literature audience seeking virtuous material for the nursery. Once brother Grimm cited this new public, they set about refining and softening their tales, which had originated centuries. But here they are talking about England, uh, this thing, but they are not talking first edition also, and there is no comparison also. So I will just write here not given also. Okay. So 31, adults. Now this is my keyword, like reading Grimm's fairy tales for reasons different from those of children. Okay. Here comparison, again comparison is also there between adults and children. Adults like reading fairy tales for reasons. They have something different reasons, different from those of children. Children are reading these books for different reason, and adults are reading these books for different reason. If both both reasons they have given, that both the things, adults and children have different reasons to read these books, then it will be yes. Okay. So next paragraph, adults, I am looking. Till now no adult word is there. So we were doing this, I am looking for adults and children, everywhere I got it, but definitely adults is main important. 20th century of Grimm's fairy tales have come to rule the bookshelves of children's bedrooms. The stories read like dreams come true, handsome lads and beautiful damsels armed with magic triumph over giants and witches and wild beasts. Their outfit means selfish adults. Word is here. In Inevitably, the boy and girl fall in love and live happily even after. And parents keep reading because they approve of the finger wagging lessons inserted into the stories. Okay. Again, parents are also adults. They are also getting, so this is also beautiful word. You can just Google it, find the meaning of this. Finger wagging lessons inserted into the stories. Keep your promises. Don't talk to strangers. So these lessons, they are getting it for their children. They are also telling their children, don't talk to strangers, keep your promises, work hard, obey your parents. So these are the things parents want these things to learn from these stories. According to Grimm's, the collection served as manual of manners. Okay, so children are reading these stories because of some they like these things, how lads, beautiful damsels armed with magic and all, so hence triumph over giants and all. So they are like, they really love to watch and read these kinds of stories, and parents are eager to give these stories because of these reasons. So it means adults like reading Grimm story, fairy tales for reasons different from those of children. It is yes. You can read it again. You can pause the screen. You will get all the meaning here. In because of these books have become bookshelf of children's bedroom. Children are reading it because of these reasons. Parents are reading it because of these reasons. Okay, next, the Grimm's brother based the story Cinderella on the life of. Okay, now this is my keyword. So this word will take us to the location. And if the story of Cinderella based on the life of this Dorotha Wehrman, then it will be yes. If the story depends upon something, some another person, then it will be no. And if they are not talking about whether the story Cinderella based on this person life or another person, then that will be not given. So yeah, I can see this person name over here. See this? Okay. So let's read it. Do it with me, please. You will get more benefit. Yes, okay. So, altogether 40 persons delivered tales to the Grimms. Many of the storytellers came to the Grimms' house in Castle. The brothers particularly welcomed the visits of the brothers particularly welcomed the visits of this, a widow who walked to town to sell produce from her garden. And innkeeper daughter Vehement had grown up listening of the innkeeper daughter Vehement had grown up listening to stories from travelers on the road to Frankfurt. So here it is wrong. It is contradiction. Story Cinderella is not based on the life of this. So this that is clear, not based on the life of this, but where is Cinderella word? Cinderella is here. Okay, Cinderella. Among her treasure was this. Cinderella Mary Hassenpflug was a 20-year-old friend of their sister. Means Cinderella is also there, but life of Cinderella was not based on this, so it is no. Okay, we have done all questions from 27 to 32. So first I will be doing MCQ, then we will be doing quick easy questions, how we can easily save our time in these kinds of questions. Okay, let's do multiple choice questions first. So first question, try to understand the instructions. Choose the correct letter A, B, C or D. It means we have to select one option only. One option. Write your answers in boxes 32, 33, 34, 35 on your answer sheet. So first we will try to understand the meaning of question statement. Okay. And what is the demand of the question statement? That's more important. And we will not read any option first. Okay. First, let's read it. In paragraph 4, location already they have given. What changes happened at that time in Europe? Yes, we have read this paragraph. There we are reading, we are doing MCQ. So here we need to understand something. So without reading, we can't give answer of MCQs, multiple choice questions. IELTS reading multiple choice questions. So I am looking for paragraph 4. This is paragraph 4. And of course, changes happened that time in Europe. Europe word is here. Let's read it. Despite its sometimes rocky reception, children's and household tales gradually took root with the public. The brothers had not foreseen that the appearance of their work would coincide with a great flowering of children's literature in Europe. Okay, English publishers led the way, issuing high quality picture books. So changes gradually took root with the public. So these storybooks, okay, so these storybooks took root with the public means they are more famous now. English publishers led the way, issuing high quality picture books such as Jack and Beanstalk and handsome folktale collections, all to satisfy a newly literate audience seeking virtuous material for the nursery. Okay, so we have read so much thing in this paragraph. Now let's find the answer. Literacy levels of the population increased. See this? Here it is one. All to satisfy a newly literate audience seeking virtual material for the nurseries. That's why try to understand the meaning. So changes, they are saying they have become more famous, these books and all, but here all to satisfy. So all lines, all the reasons they have given, all are denoting to this line, all to satisfy a newly literate audience seeking virtual material for the nursery. Okay, so we will a literacy level of the population increased. Yes, I can match it. The development of, let's read other options also. Development of printing technology, this nothing is given about development of printing technology made it easier to publish. No. Schools were open to children. Same thing, it is also not given. Schools were open, they are not explaining like that. People were fond of collecting superb picture books. No, picture books they are not talking. Only this much is there. Now, 34th question. What changes? Again, changes they want to know. Did the Grimm brothers make in the later editions? What changes they have done in the later edition? We need to find it. So, we have left the location here. Once the brother Grimm cited this new public, they set about refining and softening their tales, which had originated centuries earlier as earthy peasant fare. In the Grimm's hands, cruel mothers became nasty stepmothers unmarried. So these were the things. So here, later editions. So Grimm cited this new public. They set about refining and softening their tales. Means something they have softened their tales. Earlier, I think they were talking about violence kind of thing. About refining means changing, and softening their tales, which had originated centuries earlier as earthy peasant fare. In the Grimm's hands, cruel mothers became nasty stepmothers. Unmarried. Let's move to next page. So here, stepmothers, unmarried times in Germany, when many of the tales entered the oral tradition, also colored the narratives. Throughout Europe, children were often neglected and abandoned. Now they are talking about children. Like another person, I think they are talking. Accused witches were burnt at the stake. Like the evil cruelty in the stories was not Grimm's fantasy. It reflected the law and order system of the old times. Okay, no. So I think our location was here only. See this. Make changes in the later edition. So once the brother Grimm cited this new public is means don't think. So here they are talking about new edition kind of thing, public of their books. They set refining and softening their tales. Okay, so earlier they were doing it. So let's read the options. They made the stories shorter. No. They often used more oral language. No. The content of the tales become less violent, softening their tales. Okay, so a contradiction, opposite thing they have given, but meaning remains the same. They found about other origins of the tales. No. Let's do 35 number question. So 35 number question. What did Mary, now I need to find this person name, contribute to the Grimm's fairy tales? Okay, so this paragraph is, so another person name is here, I can see, but we are looking for Mary Hassenpflug. Mary word, Zep word is here. Mary throughout. So main struggle is to find the location. Editorial but stopped. This person is here. Jack Zips of the universities. But where is Mary? Minosta. Here in this paragraph, no, I don't think so. Here word is here. Last paragraph. No, I have read. So another person name is here. So Mary word I have read in previous paragraph, I think. Yes, paragraph page I have taken wrong. So word is here. So that's why Mary word is here. And so till here we have read the last yes no question. So Mary word is here. So Hassenpflug, yeah, full name is here. See this. Okay. So what did Mary Hassenpflug contribute to the Grimm's fairy tales? Okay. Among her treasure was this. Mary, now next sentence. Mary Hassenpflug was a 20-year-old friend of their sister, Charlotte from a well-bred French-speaking family. Mary's wonderful stories blended motifs from oral tradition and from these influential book Tales of My Mother Goose, which contained elaborate versions of Little Red Hiding, Snow White, and Sleeping Beauty, among others. Many of these had been adopted from Italian tales. So what this person has done, contribute to the Grimm. So his contribution was she wrote stories, she discussed with the stories with them, she translated a no translation, she wrote stories, that is clear. No. Blended her stories blended motifs from oral tradition and from these books. Okay, so final this line will give us the correct answer. Okay. She told the oral stories. Oral stories were also there that were based on traditional Italian stories. See this? From earlier Italian tales. So that's why this will come as answer. Okay. So this question in next video.